Okay, now this is what I have. This goes like this up in there, and this springs in, and you have to sort of tap that in. But basically you end up with these, kind of hard to do, but you can see those 4 little holes right there, and I've drilled those 4 little holes right there. These other holes were pre-drilled, and I can Cleco those so that those are easy to drill. They were too easy to drill. You can see, I'm going to come over here to the bench, set this thing down, and you can see this last hole here. Let's see here. You can see this last hole here should have been drilled right there on that X. So there's a pilot hole, pilot hole, pilot hole, pilot hole that's I'm thinking of leaving alone, and then I'll put another hole here, and these will end up being number 12 holes. The way this works, I'll come over here to the plans and I'll show you. If you look at the plans, you can see these are the 4 bolts I'm talking about right here, here, and this one that goes in right there. Now I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to try to show you inside the piece that's on the inside of the airplane. Now I'm upside down, but imagine this is a pretty good piece of extruded aluminum, and then this is the piece that that it would actually mount to. This bottom hole is the one that I'm thinking of leaving alone, and then drill another hole down here. So this is a pretty heavy piece, and this is kind of what I would call a medium heavy piece. It's not that great big thing like I was singing about back here where that big longeron is. Okay, I'm going to pause the video again. Okay, now this is my mock-up. This is my mock-up right here. This these ends right here, these marks simulate the actual piece itself. That's this thing right here. Okay, so now if I drill out these to number 12 that I already have, this is how it looks. I would end up with, I'm trying to set this thing down so that I can kind of see what's going on with it. Okay, what I would have is I would have a hole here that I've already drilled, a hole here, a hole here. This would remain a tiny hole, and then I would drill this one out, and then I'm gonna come walking back over here and make you sick by watching the video move. Well, what I would end up doing is enlarge this hole to the finished size, enlarge this hole to the finished size, enlarge this hole to the finished size, leave this hole a number 40, and come down here and put the hole in the original place. So that's kind of my thought, and if you want to give me some feedback, I'd appreciate that. I'm going to pause the video. Okay, what I've got here, this is to show you that motor mount that you're thinking of. Obviously those holes line up there, and it bolts in there. The front one gets countersink in it because it'll have a bolt going through this way, and that you don't want the nut will be over it. But that all bolts through under here to this piece of extruded, you can see, and it goes, it's kind of a gap there because I don't have it bolted in like so. But it runs all the way back here, back on the airplane. So that gives it pretty good strength, so I'm not too worried about that. I didn't realize I hadn't clarified that. So that's it for now. Take a look at this video. Maybe I can get past this and see what else I can goof up in the future. But I'll talk to you in a bit.